I know. I told you I'm about to get back on. I've been slacking. I had this. It's been too much going on for me to sit here and be quiet about this. I cannot consider myself to be conscious and not sit here and address some of the things going on. First, let's get out of the way. Let's just meditate for a little bit. Haven't done it. I've really been slacking on the meditation. Remember, breathe out of your nose. I've been doing it wrong. Breathe out of your nose. In and out, not your mouth. Okay, now let's turn on this artificial light. Fuck. Whew. Okay. Prop this up. And talk just like this. Alright. Now, I'm not talking this Diddy stuff. I refuse to do a lecture about it. I believe it's a distraction. Because this is being known things. Diddy's not the only one. It's way worse stuff they're doing than what he's getting charged for. I don't really care about it. We got bigger things going on. I'm not gonna get into all of the insane crime I've been seeing. Like Trump said, people are eating dogs and cats. People are raping them. Crime isn't happening as much as ever. The crimes are getting sicker. They are more sick than ever. I know I need to retwist y'all. It's cool. Nigga, this that natural. This them natural naps. This them natural naps right here. That's that natural dreaded nap right there. It's tough to get this. Y'all niggas can't get this right here. Y'all niggas try your hardest, can't get this right here. But let me get my intellectual bag real quick. I've been slacking. Be yourself, people. Be yourself. Don't look for validation. Living your truth. Now, let's get straight into it. The port workers. Shout out to the port workers. Started not today, which is about to be 12 o'clock. It's about to be the 3rd. So right now it's still the 2nd. Yesterday, though, October 1st, started a strike. The port distribution ship workers started strike. Now, I'm not fully in tune on what the strike is about, but I do know they want more money, and they talked about work conditions and all that. That's not even the best part. What I love about the strike. By the way, I love the strike. You already know me. We need to revolt. That's the only way that we can get out of this. We're gonna have to revolt. Um. So with this strike and why I love it so much, one thing I love about it, it's a job that is needed. Probably that and gas, the oil people, those are probably the two most needed people. Two most needed jobs. So the oil people did it, I would love it even more. But yeah, the ship distribution workers, the port workers, I love it because it's a needed job. They can damn near demand anything they want. Also, shit, if I was them, I'd start. Yeah, I think they're asking for 50% pay raise. Shit. Hey, why on top of that, we want a 2-month paid vacation days every year, and we want at least a 10% pay increase every year. I just start naming shit. And I need $100,000 each person. Okay. Now these niggas are asking for too goddamn much. But yeah, it's a very needed job. That's the first thing. That's why I like it. Second, they did this. I just thought about something else that I need to address too. I'm gonna add this in the title. At least I'm gonna try. I posted a video about it. All these unnatural disasters that have been happening in my home state, North Carolina, and Florida, Georgia. We've been getting hit with these hurricanes. Well, they are actual hurricanes. They're not. How can I put this? They're not world or ocean made hurricanes. They're man made hurricanes. The government still controls the weather. That's why winter. Not real. We had 6 months at it. 6 of our months are named after somebody. I'll give you 2 of them. The main specific 2, because we used to go off a 10-month schedule for a year. Once they added July and August, July for Julius Caesar, and August for Caesar Augustus, his son. They had to add the 2 months, which is why everything is 2 back. Let me give you an example. November. November means 9 in Spanish. I know this power is terrible for me. I'm not even gonna get in how bad my diet's been the last couple months. But I still been working out though. But yeah, they push it back. November means 9, December means 10. But December is the 12th month, and that's because it's pushed back to November. 9. What's 9 plus 2? 11, which is why November is our 11th month. But I'm getting too much in that. With all these unnatural hurricanes, I don't know the meaning behind it. I haven't looked into it. I know they're unnatural. Um, all in their back to back. How do they know that they're all coming to? They always know it, the exact day, the exact time, and everything. That is not something you can suggest or guess and get it right on the dot. And they're all back to back to back. That like we're supposed to be getting 2 or 3 more. Now, obviously, they could be doing this. You could call. I would call it a reality check, or no, I wouldn't call it a reality check. You could just call it a government ploy to keep the people mediocre and under power. And what I mean by that is people would lose money, which means people if they're people if people if the gov if people are making too much money, even though we're not wages, that's another conversation. I won't talk about that today. Um, if people are making a lot of money, you have to reset them, like they reset us with COVID. You got to reset them. You can't let them get too rich, because once you hit that 500,000 mark by yourself, it's different if you're not famous. But once you hit that 500 million mark by yourself, even if you are famous, once you hit it by yourself, it's you start getting looked at. Either you come with us, or you can't have this money. Throw a charge on them. But I'm getting so carried away. It's late at night. That's why. But yeah. I think they're doing it. It's a needed job. They're coming in and demanding their shit. Lastly, they're standing on business. I've been hearing talks. They haven't budged. They have not budged in any negotiations, and that's how it needs to be in a revolution. In any rebellion, you have you're gonna need some non-compromising, not even just non-compromised people. You're gonna have your whole identity, there's gonna have to be some type of non-compromising about that. Whatever your identity is, it's gonna be, you cannot compromise from it at all. That cannot be your identity and your motive cannot be compromised. If it is, it's no longer consistent, and consistency and inconsistency will not be looked at as a threat. The government will not any inconsistencies, they will not look at you as a threat. We can buy them out, throw them some money. That too. It can't just be about money. Money can be printed, and here you sheep, we'll just pay you. Nope, it has to be more about money. It needs to be about power. We need opportunities. We need opportunities. We need power. We need we need gateways. Not even just to make money. We need gateways to move up in the company, if you want to move up in the company, even though that won't really get too much. You're just, a CEO of someone else's company, but that's okay. Um But shout out to you. Nothing wrong with it. Get your bread. Get your bread. Get your money. Just take that money and bring it back to the black community. But yeah, they're standing on it. Standing on it. I'm loving this rebellion. I'm loving every single bit of it. I love everything about it. They're doing exactly because it has to be a majority. Has to be a majority. Reason it has to be a majority. I just talked about the consistency. It's not 80-90% of the people. That's not applying too much pressure. You gotta apply pressure. You gotta hit them where it works. You gotta hit them to the point where they can't replace all these people. And honestly, and I told my mom this because she's in the school system. She's a teacher. I believe the teachers are next. Either the teachers. I wouldn't be surprised if this sparks a revolution, which is getting to my second topic I wanted to talk about. Is this the start? Is this the start, people? I hope it is. The people are waking up. Actually, I can't even say the people are waking up. People have been waking up since around 2020. But now people are acting on it. It's easy to wake up, which is why I separated myself from the woke community. It's easy to talk woke, be woke. Acting on it is totally different. Standing on it, talking on it, standing on it, and living it is totally different. Living it is totally different. And these people are living it. They are not budging. They are goddamn a majority. They are consistent. They are demanding things. And they are unapologetic. That's one thing I forgot. They are unapologetically demanding things about their pay. They are uncompromising. They are not compromising any of their and even though it's mainly they want to raise and all that, their main motive is not money. They're talking about some of them. I think on the thumbnail, I just picked a picture from Google. They were talking about machines are not worth more um than a person's life and all that. You gotta have that in there because you can't pay for a life. You feel me? You can't pay for a life. You can pay somebody's check for the month. That's easy. Okay, y'all want that slave? Here you go, slaves. We'll give you a 30% increase. There you go, slave. Even though we don't want to do it, we'll pay you so you'll shut up and go back to being sheep slaves. So yeah, money is never nope, that's not enough. You can have money in your list of demands, but that cannot be your your money that cannot be your it can be your first, but it can't be your only demand or complaint, better word. Money cannot be your only complaint. Cause you can just get paid. But yeah, now yeah, back to getting into this second topic. Is this the start? It might be the teachers, the people with oil and gas, and then now, um, all the everything's gonna go up. I didn't even talk about that part of it. See, I'm so supportive. If that I want them to actually do protests on the street, which I have seen some of them doing, and I stay near Wilmington. There's a port out here. I need to go find the protest where people were hanging outside. I will literally go out there and support them to the fullest. Not even necessarily because this is gonna fuck some shit up. This is gonna make inflation way worse. They say we're losing $5 billion every day. Um we about the goods prices about to be going up crazy. It's gonna get rough, but we gotta thug it out. This is the only way. This is the way. We gotta be willing to go hungry. We gotta be willing to go homeless. We gotta be willing to go to jail. Shit, we gotta be damn near willing to die. That's the only way. It's that or we're gonna keep being slaves. Now, once we but yeah, I'm loving it so much I didn't even talk about it. But yeah, hey, if there's any protest, I'm trying to join them. I am fully in support of these people. Anything anti-government, you got my support. You got my full support. Anything anti-government. Now, yeah, and the protest I'm trying to join, I will go out with these people free of charge. I don't want any money. We need to revolt. I'll make the damn signs my goddamn self. I'll make a goddamn t-shirt, multiple goddamn t-shirts. But yeah, is this the spark? Oh, before I get to that second topic, I'm gonna get to the second topic. Need to cover. Yeah, this inflation's about to get crazy. There's not really to talk too much about that because it's already crazy. Went to McDonald's the other day, fries are damn near $4.50 for a damn large fry. It's goddamn crazy. But yeah, the inflation is about to get crazy. That's added on with this. You got the inflation, you got the hurricanes, and you got the port workers striking. Shit is getting hectic right now. Behind the world tried to tell us. We were prepared though. We were. Damn, 10%. That's cool. I ain't gonna be up for an hour anyway. Okay, already tired. But since I'm tired, let me go ahead and get in that separate topic. Is it gonna be the teachers? Is it gonna be the oil people? We got motherfuckers making cars. It could be them. All the fast food people. I know they didn't have it. They need to revolt. We all should just revolt. It got to be 80-90% of us. It's got to, because they can replace us. And there's some people we're not gonna be able to save. There's gonna be some people. I've already seen some of these news sites. They are in favor with the government, saying the people need to go back to work. I wish I fucking would ever be in support of the goddamn government. But yeah, they're gonna it's gonna be some did this, if we're gonna revolt and start a rebellion, it needs to be now. And this is gonna be a hell of a rebellion. The American government, the American civilians, and the population. Because there's two different worlds. You got the population world, and you got the elite world. It's two different. Now the population, us, we don't know the elite world. The elite world knows both because they're the ones that control it. You have to keep the population people divided so they don't realize that the elite ones are the ones that's really the ones against them. But who is it gonna be next? I think this is gonna start a revolution trend. I'm gonna go ahead and predict now in the next I'm gonna go 2 to 3 weeks. By the end of by Halloween, there's gonna be another group of people. I don't know who it's gonna be. And one reason this is so significant, it's the whole East Coast. That is amazing, nigga. That's how it needs to be. That's a huge majority. It's gonna be someone else like that. It may not even be the East Coast. It may be the West Coast for the next strike. And that would be amazing. I don't know who it's gonna be, but I'm gonna predict by Halloween there's gonna be another group. There's gonna be another occupation or job that people are working, and they are gonna do the same thing. And what we need to do, money, no, money can't buy it. No, we need to stand on business. This is deeper than money. We've been getting slaved for years, and I'm right now. Putting black people to the not putting us to the side because I'll be talking. I'm losing sleep tonight if I get into what black people how we've been getting slaved and how we've been slaving our goddamn selves. So I'm gonna put that to the side right now. I'm talking about America as a whole have been getting slaved since honestly the 60s, 70s. Now, black people, we've been getting enslaved ever since we've been here. Not ever since we've been here, ever since the 14, 1500s. But let's go on. Now, but yeah, there's gonna be another revolution. I don't know who it will be. I'm waiting for that though. And then, what was my last one? Well, yeah, I was supposed to talk about the revolution is sparking up a trend. The inflation is going crazy. The job markets is crazy. It's impossible to get a job right now. I ain't gonna talk about my situation right now. I actually been doing some gig jobs, but we ain't gonna get. I don't get into personal stuff up here. This is strictly consciousness. Sometimes you have to, talk about personal things though. It's personal for them, so we need to make it personal for us. It's like so much shit I could talk about, like, and I also got this new series coming out because these scheduled, like this is a schedule. Like my past live streams, these are usually, except the one I did before this, that was not a scheduled one. These are these are my lectures. What I'm about to start doing is called intellectual dumps. Intellectual or maybe spiritual or wisdom dumps, and they're just gonna be, it's not gonna be no set time, just gonna dump out everything, maybe something I've learned, maybe something I just want to get off my chest about how people are acting, how people, you know that type of stuff. And I'm gonna start doing those will be random, so I can't really say how many. I know I killed my promise. I think that was in August or July. I don't forgot at this point. September, I ain't about to talk about that. I was unfocused as hell in September. So we're not even gonna get on that. And October though. October, November, December. It's been a good conscious year. I gotta end it out strong. I got to end it out strong. I got no other choice to. So yeah, we're coming up on 30 minutes. So yeah, I think is there anything else I really wanted to talk about? Yeah, these hurricanes are crazy. Um Hope everyone's doing the best they can right now. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a war. The American population, the American government slash elites. We gotta be willing to die at this point. I'm getting close to it. I'm willing to die over this. If we die and get over this, what we're into now, black people. I might need to end this live because if I get into I'm getting into a little bit. Let's say we do get into this revolution and win. This will be Revolutionary War 2 and win. Black people, we are so unfocused and not caring about, like, even if we won that, we would damn near be in the same position. The only thing that would change for us is work, as far as like working our jobs. But it would change. This would change. Shit. Ah, this wouldn't change much for black people. Nah, this wouldn't change much for us. We got to get ourselves right mentally, spiritually, intellectually, um, physically, psychologically, and lastly, I'm starting to realize it, morally. We need to get ourselves right more morally. People don't respect God anymore. We play with God's name too much. Now, even though God's not a real person, and I've spoken about this plenty of times, God is I believe God is an idea or entity. Not even an entity. I will go idea. He is a idea who we should worship is the ancestors. You know, we should worship the ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. Now, God helps us. Don't get it twisted. God helps us. I believe God. I actually, a lot of people say God guides us. I believe, well, yeah, God does guide us. The ancestors help us out and throw us certain things and throw us certain, maybe it can be in a form of an obstacle sometimes, or it might be in a form of helping, or hey, oh, I found this $5 bill on the floor. Or not even that, just a video you meant to watch that was very informational, or it's somebody new in your life that gives you a lot of knowledge and wisdom. It's just stuff like that. Um, they throw that stuff out there and really help us. And but God is real. I will say that God has helped me through a lot of things. But I worship the ancestors. The ancestors were here before us. Um, what else was I gonna say? Is that about it? Coming up on 35 minutes. Well, something new I did learn, and this when I'm doing my intellectual dumps, this is how it will be. I'll just think of things to bring up, talk about new things I've learned. Education is power. Always learn new things. Always. I don't know anything right now. When I'm 30, 40 years old, that's when you really start to learn things. Even then, I still Have so much more to learn. God, God's power is limited because He gave us free will. God can't choose everything that we do. Now, this is getting kind of religious. I know I never get religious. I've been watching this white dude named Cliff. A lot of people probably know him, and he has taught me that because that this bad stuff is going on because God cannot force us to do things because we have free will. That has limited God's power. So God cannot actually make us do things. It's in order to us to do things, right or wrong. I think I'm gonna end it there. Once I start talking religious, I'm running out of things to talk about. But yeah, shout out to the port workers. I may make another video, but I got hella videos to post about it. But I posted like 10 today. Not of the port workers, but just 10 in general. And yeah, I think I'm gonna catch y'all later. I need to use the bathroom and I'm about to go to sleep. I got a lecture on this ideology. Well, not even ideology, because it was true. How white people were slaves. I'm gonna explain that difference and what it was with them and what it was as black people slaves. I got another one also. I may do one about the inflation. Let me not even say inflation. About the recession that's happening. And yeah, I'm gonna do some intellectual dumps. The intellectual dump, I don't know when those will be. It could be tomorrow. It could be a week from now. It could be 2 weeks from now. It just depends. It won't be 2 weeks. I might do one tomorrow, probably. You know. And yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Even though I could have met the 40-minute mark. Who gives a goddamn fuck? I'm gonna end it, and yeah, I will catch y'all later. Is there anything I need to talk about? 'Cause I low-key do want to get to that 40-minute mark. It just looks better. um, don't value material things. I bought some material things, made me a little bit of money over the past month or two, but things can go like that, and I always keep that in mind. Even when I get on it, even when I spend money on it, I always keep in mind. His stuff doesn't represent me. This represents what I like to wear, but it doesn't represent me. Represent me. Me is what I'm talking about. What represents me is how other people not only act, not what represents me is not just how other people act around me. Is how other people act when they're not around me, and that's what represents me. At least that's what I try. I can't, some people, in my phone on 3%, but yeah, be yourself, be unapologetic. Don't compromise your morals and values for any damn thing. And yeah, Black Power. Catch y'all later. I know I need a damn retwist. Ish, I gotta say it a goddamn again. Ish, but yeah. Catch y'all boys. I'm out.